A prestigious and treasured tradition, Eastern Michigan University's Undergraduate Symposium is an annual showcase and celebration that allows students the opportunity to share their research and creative projects with the campus community, local industry partners, and beyond. The hallmark of Eastern Symposium is collaboration. Our students work with faculty mentors to design presentations, posters, performances, and exhibits, all of which illustrate the high level of research and dedicated mentorship that makes an undergraduate education at Eastern unique. The symposium, which is hosted by the College of Arts and Sciences, was one of the first undergraduate research events of its kind in the nation. The inaugural event in 1981 featured 17 students and 19 faculty mentors. Since 1981, the symposium has featured over 8,800 student presenters. We honor our past as we move into our 5th decade of celebrating student projects and hope you will join us along the way.
I think it means a lot to be a part of the Undergraduate Symposium at EMU and to really be in a space where I've had a lot of questions about chemistry or about things that I want to learn, and I'm in a room full of people that had questions in their field, and I think it's a place of great discovery, and I think that's a really powerful thing.
I'm really proud to be from EMU and to be representing my school and representing our research.
It's an incredible privilege to be part of the Undergraduate Symposium. It's very exciting to speak with my colleagues and to listen to other presentations and just to be in an environment of learning.
It'll be really exciting to present there, so I'm super lucky that I get to make mistakes if I make them, and I get to get stumped by questions if I do get stumped. But I also get to get over some stage fright or learn how to stop saying so much. It's just really good practice, and I know in the long run it's gonna benefit me.
The excitement about the symposium is to the roof. Why? Because I'm going to be the light to an entire village, to the entire Cameroonian population, technically speaking. Me representing that community there is something that I cannot really put a price on. And also being there with my peers to basically express everything that we've worked so hard for, that is something that we will never forget.
Ultimately, the question we want to answer in our research is the question of the future of antibiotics. We had this huge boom of antibiotics and started using them for all these different treatments, but what we're seeing is that these bacteria and these diseases are actually starting to fight back, become resistant to the antibiotic medication.
Our goal is to use an organic compound and change part of its structure and see if that will have any antimicrobial properties.
Here in the spider lab, I'm doing research with the African species of tarantula. I have them split into feeding groups. Because of that feeding arrangement, they're all different sizes. I'm measuring their movement by the time of first movement, the speed of their movement, and the duration of their movement.
EMU Arts Management has been around for 40 years, and we were starting to understand that we didn't have an identity on campus. But we had an established program with a great curriculum and a great community, and we wanted to highlight those things. My job this year has been researching all that we are, and now we have created an identity both visually and through social media and through our website.
The research here is basically working on a thermal camera. The end goal of that is to mount that on the autonomous vehicle, and what that will do, it will basically enhance the night vision. So now, what we're doing here is making sure that it can detect those objects, pedestrian and also animals, because that's going to be the main purpose of it. The purpose here is basically just doing the calibration and making sure that we test the whole setup before to send it to the company.
The biggest skill that I've acquired since working in this lab is honestly confidence. The idea of STEM is, I think, very intimidating for a lot of people. Simply having that confidence boost to know that, yes, I can be a chemist, or yes, I can be a biologist. I mean, ultimately, that's why we're here at college, right? It's to learn those skills and to gain that exposure in the industry.
I learned skills like organization, time management, but more importantly, communication. I was communicating with alumni, I was communicating with some of our partners at high schools, I was communicating with current students and with faculty. All of those connections that I made were really fantastic, and it was something that I didn't really have experience with before at EMU, and now I do.
Prior to me doing this research, I was more focused into being an electrical engineer. But with this research, it really opened a whole new world, the programming world. And now I'm actually looking forward to making the switch into data science, and that is all thanks to this project.
I've definitely gained a lot from research. I think part of it is just learning that I belong in this space. I'm a first-generation college student. I'm from a low-income city and everything like that. I never imagined that I would be at a university doing research. I feel like I truly belong now.